Okay, in this bug, I've got something interesting. So, if I were to just have a creative create, pulling packages of something out, and it were to fill up, let's just speed it along, just get a couple more in here, demonstrate. Okay, when it fills up, they go onto the belt, and they just hang out there, and they wait. That's to be expected. Same thing happens if we were to use just a creative create set to that package. So once this guy gets filled up, which it'll be a little faster than this other one, so I don't really need to boost it, it'll fill up, and it should behave in the exact same way where they just wait on the belt. Normal. That's to be expected. Same thing happens when we were to take things off of the train. These are all being just looped around from a creative crate over there. The only difference between these two is that they got a train to bring it instead and dealing with post boxes. So this is looking fine, right? It stops on the belt. We'll see when it brings more by here that it's going to unload, and it's going to do fine right there. When we've got a barrel here, that is. For some odd reason. Now let me lock that, unlock this to void all this stuff out so I don't make a big mess. I'm going to switch this barrel to a vault. I'm not going to do any jump cuts because I suck at editing. Now, vault. I just want to put some kind of a vault here. Now, we can make it too wide, or we can make it a multi-block structure, and it'll still perform the same way. But when it fills up, instead of just staying on the belts like this, it does something interesting. Wait for it to fill up. Up soon. Oh, what the heck? Sending them through? Something happened here. I'm going to back off on that so that they don't continue going down the belt like they were. Yeah. This is what's happening. So that's not ideal. And if I were to turn this off, if I were to, instead of having it be its own separate entity, if I put a shaft here, absolutely flooded with contents of those the contents of those. Now that's a problem. Now see if we can get that to power it up. Let's see what happens here. It, of course, clears it for now. Brass funnel, because it has opened some of them. Don't want it to take forever to purge out. So I've got a bunch of test ones here. A bunch of test packages, that is. They're ready. They've been just getting dropped off by the train here. Now that that's done purging, we're going to do it again. And it's going to flood itself. It's not going to stop on the belt like it should. It's just going to completely flood this place in packages. And I've noticed this while doing work on a mod pack, so I, of course, stripped away everything else just to see if it's a problem with mod interactions, but it is very clearly not. Yeah, that's a major problem on some of these machines that I do intend on making that have capability of moving millions of items an hour. This is going to be a big problem. So, of course, I could just have an intermediary, what's it called? A barrel right there, and then put it in a vault, but I shouldn't need to do that. Purge that, clean up some of the mess. If I were to put it all into and this. Oh, wow. I thought that it would work where it transfers it from at least another source into it, and it would not do this. But I think it's any time that it's taking a package full of items and putting that entire package into a vault, that it is doing this, where it's exploding the packages on the belt as opposed to letting them just sit idly waiting for an available spot. And this is horrendous for lag. When you're talking machines that are moving millions of items an hour, we are not going to be able to work with this kind of a bug. This is making it very difficult for me and what I'm doing with my train loader. Alright, well, thank you for listening.